Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is your certified life and relationship coach, Coach Court, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about the differences between the fearful and dismissive avoidant. Thank you for sticking around. If this is your first time viewing me, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel by clicking that subscribe button and ringing that little bell so you're notified for the newest content. Before I get into the content, if you want my help personally, reach out to me on my website, www.fruitfulseeds.com, and leave me an email no longer than 2 to 3 paragraphs long, no longer than 500 words, as it makes it really difficult to respond to long emails. This topic is a topic that a lot of people have been asking me about. Recently, my coaching client that I've been working with for about 2 or 3 weeks, we're trying to understand where his ex is and what type of style she is, but it's really tough because, like I said before in my previous videos, you don't want to play the guessing game when it comes to attachment styles. You have to be certain what their style is. And for the first couple weeks, we were thinking that his ex was a dismissive avoidant. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a few comparisons between the dismissive and the fearful avoidant. Let's start out with the dating phase, the honeymoon phase, when things first start out. The fearful avoidant will come off as somebody that looks a lot like the anxious-preoccupied. They'll come out and try to get you in a relationship right away. They want a commitment right away, and they'll love bomb you right away. The dismissive avoidant, on the other end, they won't do that. They will take things very slowly. They will want to go on dates ever so often. They won't want to be around you so much right in the beginning in comparison to the fearful avoidant. The fearful avoidant have the tendency to stroke your ego pretty much, really give you compliments, give you an abundance of compliments, but the dismissive avoidant, they pretty much are reserved and they won't give you too many compliments. That's going to be that way throughout the whole relationship though, so I hope you're prepared. Actually, what will happen with the dismissive avoidant when they start to become more secure is they'll start giving you more compliments and they'll start meeting you more in the middle and understand that that's one of the love languages that they have to speak for you. You'll see little red flags in the beginning from the fearful avoidant by they'll have troubled relationships with their friends. Their work may be a little rocky, a little spotty. They may be considered somebody that's irresponsible at work, somebody that is late for their job a lot, or even for your dates. They may even be late, don't show up. They'll come up as somebody that's very inconsistent. The dismissive avoidant, on the other hand, if they are committed to trying to make this thing at least work, to at least meet you halfway, they'll be responsible. They're people who work very hard. They kind of bury themselves in their job. They take a lot of pride in their job. So they'll be somebody that you'll see throughout your dating, throughout your courtship, that they'll come up with somebody that's really responsible, and for the most part, they are. Because one thing you need to know about the fearful and the dismissive avoidant is they experience a different level of trauma. Not saying that they experience more severe trauma, but the fearful avoidant tend to have experienced more complex trauma, like different areas in their lives, not just relationship trauma with their caregivers. They've experienced a bunch of different types of trauma. Every person is different. But for the most part, that's kind of the trend that I've seen amongst the fearful avoidant. During the relationship phase, the fearful avoidant they're very deep feelers. They can really bond with you and they're really in tune with your facial expressions and the nonverbals. They really pick up on those. It's just when you do something to cause their avoidant side to trigger is when they'll go cold on you and they'll back away from you and disappear for a little while. The dismissive avoidant, on the other hand, they're the people who come off as very emotionally unavailable throughout the relationship. Unlike the fearful avoidant, they have a hard time picking up on facial cues and body language. They have a tough time picking up on when people are upset or angry or feeling uneasy and unhappy. If they don't feel it, they feel as if you shouldn't feel it either. It's not something that they can resonate with. During the breakup, which is what my current coaching client is struggling with, is trying to figure out whether or not she is fearful and she's dismissive. And the dismissive will ask you to come get your stuff back, and they try to end the relationship as quickly as possible. Now, this is something that I've typically seen in the past. They would much rather cut all ties with you, but on social media, they may just leave your status on there because they don't want to have to talk to people about what happened with the relationship. They don't want to have to talk to family and friends. It's embarrassing. It's really shameful for the dismissive to break up with somebody. To break up with the fearful avoidant is pretty much flip a coin. It's however they're feeling in that moment. They feel very deeply, like we talked about. You may see that they change their relationship status right away. They'll take pictures of you down right away. They may tell you they love you and you're the one for them, but then turn around in the next breath and said, I never want to speak to you again, block you on all social media, and you'll be left scratching your head like, what on earth just happened? So if you found this video of any value, please like, comment, and share. Reach out to me on my other social media accounts. Twitter is Coach Court 2, Instagram is I am Coach Court, and Facebook is I am Coach Court. Thank you guys, and I will talk to you soon.